Welcome. I am Jasmine, and I have with me today Leaky. And today we're going to be talking about AI singers and their impact on us.
To add on to that, AI singers and their impact on the music industry, things of that nature. And first off, I want to start off by saying a lot of people, including myself, would consider it like a shortcut in a sense, but not the best shortcut. In terms of that nature, it's not as original as we'll get into as well. Could cause issues when it comes to lawsuits and things of that nature. We're going to talk about the moral differences between the people that consume AI music and people that make it.
Yes. So, we have our talking points. I'll give you a little bit of background on me. I am Jasmine, a consumer of music. I would consider myself a creative in a way. I like writing, I like poetry, I like drawing, I like makeup. I have pretty creative friends. Leaky, for one, who's a creative individual. So I don't really see too much on the impact that AI could have on a person who's in the industry. So from my perspective, it's nice. It's a fun little hack. It's nice because I could do it, but I will say being tricked, that's insane. So my granny, she was tricked. And I'll tell you about that later. But I'll let Leaky say a little bit about himself.
About myself, starting off,
Solids?
I would consider myself a creative individual. I make music, produce music, and sometimes record music. So as somebody that's in the field, I can provide a different perspective on how it is seeing AI music being created, or seeing how much of a difference it can make in the result that you get in the end. Story that I would like to tell. I actually ran into an AI artist recently, and I was able to watch the process of how AI music is created, or watch one of the processes of how people create the music. And it appears that when it comes to the recording side of it, what people are doing is they're taking these real people's voices, people that have a plethora of tracks or a plethora of albums. They're taking this music, putting it through a program, and what they're doing is imitating the voice in a program. So then after imitating this voice, they're able to record their own vocals onto a track and replace their voice with a different person's voice.
When they be mixing the different AI voices, when they be comparing the different tracks, do you think they be, blending them together?
No.
No? Not even if the person doesn't use their own voice?
They don't blend them together. They do not blend them together. What they're doing is fully replacing the voice. I have yet to see anybody that does blend it together. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but for most of these people, you can hear it in their tracks. They're fully using this person's voice and then putting the name of the person in the title and changing the name of the song. Or even they're using the voice as their own and claiming the voice basically and saying, yeah, this is me singing this right now. That's what I wanted to get into. This can also cause lawsuits for people that once they get to a certain popularity level, they can get sued for stealing somebody else's voice. But then at the same time, there's a whole creative difference in it, because that can be used as an excuse of, oh yeah, this is rightful use because I'm just using it in my own way.
All right, speaking of stealing, right? So, all them pop references back when AI was just first coming out. Megan Fox, Beyonce, Lady Gaga. Beyond those celebrity death hoaxes, there was somebody put my face on this type thing. I find that so funny. First, we was imitating people, Key and Peele. Then we're just blatantly stealing faces, death hoaxes, porno sites, quite frankly, because buco bucks. But you're mad because we're stealing your voice. Now you want to really just like harp down because we're stealing your voice. You should have been hopped down on it. Because if it's a pipeline from we're impersonating you, then you should probably get in on that, no? Control the narrative before it get out of control. But they don't. So when it's most convenient, now they want to come in and be, oh, I'm such a victim. It's been hurting me since then. So why haven't you been like speaking up since? You have all this money to do what you are doing right now. There is nothing from then that changed other than a more advanced methods of replicating you perfectly. You're just mad because now everybody knows it's you. Now you don't have to really be like, oh, I don't know what that is, LOL. But now it's like, oh yeah, they definitely like making fun of you, bruh.
The way I see that is, I believe for like most artists, most celebrities and things of that nature, this has been an issue for them. But in the beginning, it didn't affect them in a way that it does now. What you're referencing to there is celebrities, they would get imitated and things of that nature, and seeing the celebrity react to this would actually push the celebrity's numbers up. You know how celebrities always say, oh, I love my haters and I love my fans too.
Publicity is bad publicity.
Exactly. So it's like stuff like that in the past, maybe like a few years back, that would actually help the artist and like gain some traction. People would be like, oh, somebody's making fun of this dude, but I don't know who he is. Let me research him real quick. Oh, cool, he has some cool music. That's crazy. Yeah, it's gonna bring traffic to your page, to your landing spot. But nowadays, now that people are imitating their craft, this is affecting their work. This is affecting their workflow. Because imagine you have years of experience making music, maybe like 10 years down the line, you're a popular singer, rapper, and you found your own sound. You know how hard it is to find your own niche in the craft? Imagine that, you found your own niche in the craft that you're doing, and then somebody literally puts all your hard years of work into a program and clones it, just like that. I think that's the divide in those two type of situations.
I can agree with that, man. Yeah, that's actual thievery at that point. I'm not gonna lie. Because the fruits of my effort can just be taken. Like, it makes it seem like what I did was kind of futile. It was stupid. Like, where was this when I needed it? But you didn't even know what you liked until I made it whole time. So when they be like, oh, it gotta come from somewhere, I influenced you, blase, blase, I believe that is definitely why we should keep these music artists around. I don't think these AI artists should flourish the same way that actual artists do at all, in no type of manner. Recognized? No. You should be recognized that you are AI copyrighted, just like we have to in schools, just like freaking plagiarism. Thank you. Like, sex offenders have to register whenever they're in whatever vicinity they're in. They gotta alert the whole state, I'm here. We have immigrants but supposed to announce when they're supposed to hear, posted where they at, so they can be taken at any point. So why should that stop at a freaking program? They have no type of feelings or whatever, and it's literally a tool that will be used for some greedy senses. That's too much to get into right now, but in the broad scope, too much of something is bad. So we should definitely have a little regulation unit back in play. So, we're gonna wrap up here, have our little departing words.
Departing words. Actually, if I'm being 100% honest, I don't think there is a way to stop the progress that AI is doing. The progress that they've had so far, at this point, it's just kind of like people are gonna have to find a way to work around it, because it's like, what can you do? It's programs that other people made, so you can't really 100% say that they took your stuff. I mean, even if they did, in a court, it's a hard battle. It's a battle between morality and what's legally right or what's legally allowed. That would be my conclusion.
Give the humans back their music rights, and people should be aware of what they're putting their money into. Stop feeding it into things that don't feed the community. What is the point? Good night.